Hello, welcome to my humble abode. This is the street called Doomsnell. And this is the street sign almost in front of my house. See? Doomsnell and Hazel. Doomsnell and Hazel. And here is where I live. On Doomsnell. Pronounced Dumenil. Somebody tell me, please, how the frickin' hell they pronounce Dumesnil as Dumenil? I don't know. I pronounce it as Doomsnil because I'm not the author of confusion, and neither is the one I serve upstairs, if you know what I mean. That cloud looks pretty interesting, isn't it? Well, all the clouds are very interesting today because today is chemtrail day. Now, I took some pictures. They all faded away, but it's very interesting. And it looks like it just might rain today. Look at that. Very interesting, the clouds. Very interesting. Definitely trying to make it rain. Yesterday, many chemtrails. Today, it's just a haze. Anyway, this is the house next door to mine. Nice fella. Got a couple dogs in the back. Had to put one down. Don't know why. I thought the dog was okay. 13 years old, but he had to put that little puppy with the other one. Hoping they'll mate. Maybe it was just a money thing. I don't know. But that's the world for you. It's no big deal. And over down here, if you see the next street down, that's 32nd in Doomsnell. That's where I live. That's a neighbor going to work. There's one of the cars that's driving down the road. Oh, yeah, Well, and down there's the railroad tracks. They're a real pain in the ass because they're real loud. You can't really see them very well, it's so far away. All right. Now, here we go. This is the house. Now we're going in the house. In the house we go. In the house we go. Now, this is where I live. See, I don't live in this front part of the house. Yes, I do live at 3102 Doomsnell, but I live around the back. Here we go. Here's the mailbox. So you know where I live. Here's my mailbox. See my name, Sandal? See? And here's my business name. United World for Positive New News. Also here, United World for Positive New News. That's my business name. United World for Positive News. A little faded from the rain. And they've got my little address things. Little address sticker things. And over here is also my address sticker. And when the mailman opens a mailbox, what does he see? JESUS. At the name of Jesus.org. You might want to check that out. And there's the phone number for at the name of Jesus.org. 502-893-2444. Okay, now that you've seen my mailbox, and I have the option to lock the mailbox. See the lock? I never lock it, though. They can put the mail just through the slot if I want to lock it, but then they can't put a package through there, so I don't want to lock it. Anyway, people are pretty nice around here. So anyway, this is the little area here where a person can plant plants. Isn't that nice? We got security next door. Yes, we do. See that? Isn't that nice? Security. I don't know if they're still in business. I don't know if it's just a sign, but I think it is real. Adler. Home Protection. Adler.com. I got to put a plug in for everybody, don't I? And here's the house next door, 3100. No trespassing. Okay, so now that we've done this, and see this person here in the front part of my house, he is a UK fan. And he's a fan of the American flag. I can see the American flag just to the right side of the UK flag. Okay, great. I lost a loved one of the family. I think this is dedicated to their puppy dog. Can you read this, people? It broke my heart to lose you, but you didn't go alone. A part of me went with you. A part of me went with you the day God called you home. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Anyway, here's some flowers back there dedicated to the lost loved one. And here we are, 3102 Doomsnell. This is my address, but this is not where I live, see. I'm like Batman. I don't live in the front part of the house. I live in the back part of the house. Look at this. You gotta go walk down this sidewalk. Down this sidewalk right here. And then when you get to the end of the sidewalk, okay, then you take a right. See this gate? Never locked. Rarely locked. If I want to lock it, I have the option. I don't have the key, and besides that, I don't want to lock it anyway. Don't need to. Not such a bad neighborhood after all. And here's a couple wind chimes. One is made out of wood. It's a piece of junk. Don't work very well. And the metal one, you can see it's all tore up. I need to get 2 new wind chimes. I got the little nails up there if I want to hang a wind chime. So I can just get 2 new ones. I might do that soon. And over here's 2 little puppy dogs that live next door. There's a little baby that he just brought on here, not from this one here. Okay, that's the male. That's a female. She's hoping that when the male grows up, the mommy can have some babies. This is Tabby. I don't remember what the little one's name is. Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, so cool. Oh, I'll tell you what, ain't nothing like unconditional love. Everybody wants it, nobody gets it. And that's their big old dog house. And it's the back of the house next door. I have not yet seen him fire up that cooker yet. Maybe he will sometime. He got 2 of them at least back here. He got 3 of them. Look at that. There's the one. And there's the one off to the side, I guess. And then there's 2. Second cooker. And then here's 3, the outdoor cooker. Huh. And there's another one. There's 4. See down top of the table? And this guy really likes to do the outdoor cooking at some point. And then look at that. There's another one in the backyard. Let's go look at that one. So many cookers back here. We could have a party from hell back here one day. I mean, how much can we do when we got 3 of them? I think that's another one back there. Look at that one. Yep, sure enough. See that big barrel thing right there? There's another one right there. Oh, it's all rusted out the bottom. That needs repaired. Okay, and there's some planters up there. Nice, nice. And this thing here is the cargo hold for a train. They also haul them on the back of trucks here in these. And by the way, this is the year 2017. Towards the end of this timeline, getting ready to be shut down as many timelines due to the volcanic eruption that happens on a cyclical cycle basis. And that happens why? Because many people report it happens because of Nibiru, a rogue planet, also known as Planet X. Yeah, it's 34 to 2400 approximately elliptical orbit, affects, because it's 10 times bigger than our Earth, affects our sun, which affects our planet. So this is about the end of our age right now. Many people believe it, many people don't. Many people are so concerned with the cares of this world, it's not really in the forefront of the mind or in the conversation. But I am thinking about all things. I'm concerned about all things. That's just me. In the background, above the garage, don't have the zoom going on here, but that is a tower with, I think, maybe 3 transponders. I don't know if they're really on or not. And all the way in the back here, this is really interesting. Oh, I'll tell you what. And see the neighbor up front, the person that lives in the front part of the house, he's got children to come by and visit once every weekend. So that's what this is all about. Boy, I wish they'd clean that up. That's awful dirty and dusty, isn't it? And this is the garage. It floods all the time because, you see, we don't have a gutter. And without the gutter, the water comes straight down here into the ground. It goes right up into the garage. That's why I choose not to have anything to do with this garage. You can't see inside. I like that angel. I have an angel that goes with that pretty nice. Isn't that nice, that little angel right there? Huh? Yeah, we're all angels when nobody stands so tall as when they reach down to a child to help a child in need. Indeed. And here's another outdoor cooker. Oh, I think that was already here when I moved here. Anyway, as you can see, that is the wood pile. It's about 5 or 10 acres full. It's huge. It goes way, 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 way back and expands a wide area. I understand to make bed rails and bunk beds. That's all I know so far. And there's the street light to the backyard there. So you're seeing the neighbor's garage now. And here's the fence line. This is the back of the house. This is actually the add-on unit. You see that steeple on top of the house? That is the back of the actual house. And everything from that triangle steeple up there with the window at the top of the triangle, everything from there back is where I live. Okay, and here's the neighbor's house and the neighbor's house. And here's the fence line. Yeah, and then there's the 2 garages back here. This is how we live in 2017. In houses above the ground. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? I'll bet you the next timeline ain't nobody living above ground, huh? If we learn our lessons, how many times have we had to learn the lesson and we still live above ground? Bunch of stupid idiots, huh? I'll tell you what. Well, anyway, here's the clouds looking really strange, looking really freaky. Really, really strange stuff going on with them chemtrails. It really does some some major weird stuff to the clouds and crazy activity. It almost looks like UFO activity almost. It's weird. They're trying to cover up UFO activity. There's a bird on the wire. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's that little tiny dot off to the right of the tree. Gee, I wish. And there's the puppy dog again. Let's just walk up on the puppy dog. Isn't that so cute? Look at the puppy dog. Hi there, puppy dogs. Hi there. See, when you talk to the puppy dog, she don't pose very well for the pictures. There's the puppy dog, and there's the other dog. Yeah. Yeah. That's Tabby. Tabby's very intelligent dog. Very loving dog. Now the dogs, see, the dogs used to have the children. They used to come in the yard and play on the swing set. And so Tabby remembers that, I guarantee you. Tabby wishes that the kids would come by and swing on the swings so she could interact with them. But because of legal laws, it's too happy world it's become, there's no way in hell you can have kids playing in the yard here with the dogs. There's too much liability, they call it here nowadays in 2017. Anyway, so now I want you to take a look. This back portion, and we're going to get a quick look here. This back portion is my residence, where I reside. Okay, are we looking at it? We're looking at it. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the window. And here is the stairs up into where I reside. And here's the back door of where I reside. Now, you get it. There's the stairs. And there's the welcome mat. And there's one of the bicycles, the coaster bike, that's getting ready to retire because we found this on the side of the road, a Schwinn Sprint. Schwinn Sprint bike. It's a multi-gear bike, if you can see. It's got an old-fashioned leather seat type of thing. It's got gears. It's got the shift levers up here, the old-fashioned way, up there at the handlebars. So Kathy's looking for it to have gears. This is a motor scooter I got locally that needs to be repaired. The deal was I buy the motor scooter, I give you $100 and a motor scooter back, and you give me one that works perfectly, where the electric start works, and everything works properly. This was just really loose. This part here, that's the called the breather that goes on top of the carburetor and all that. So blow the air, bring the air into the motor, help it run better, and keep things running perfectly smooth. There's the seat, nice big seat. It's a 49cc motor scooter. And here's the garbage can. Notice the warning on the garbage. Information garbage can. Garbage only, no yard waste, no construction debris. Property of Louisville Metro government. And right here it says, no hot ashes. People are that dumb these days in 2017 that they would put hot ashes in a plastic garbage can. There's some more information about the garbage can. I don't know if you can read it or not. It's kind of interesting. Alright, now, here's another view of the backyard. Okay, now, there's the fence line, and there's the garage, there's the doghouse, and again, here is the backyard. Here is the back door to the back of the house. And this part was added on later. Okay, and I'll show you here again. All of this was added on later. All of this was added on later where I live, right here. All this was added on later. And here is the porch area where we can be dry if we want to be when it rains. Okay, and then there's another little porch area, a little roof area here, as you can see. And then here is the porch light. And here is my door. Now this is the sign, Jesus Planet Fitness. Yes, Jesus wants a planet that's focused on fitness. Jesus wants Planet Fitness. I want Planet Fitness for the world just as much as Jesus does. And if you doubt me, watch my 4.5 hours of videos on Facebook and you'll see. Planet Fitness, another sticker for Planet Fitness. Always a plug for Planet Fitness. Their main theme is purple. Because they know most people's favorite color is purple. They're no dummies. Alright, so that's thumbs up for Planet Fitness. There you go. And here's the metal door. Now this door does not have the window in it yet. It does have it here. As you can see, I can't put my hand through. But I can put my hand through here because there's no plastic yet. So So this is just an ornamental security door. So till I fix it, you know, it's going to be just ornamental. So I just keep it propped open. And if I do want to contact the people that made the door, well, there's the contact information. Yep, there it is. There's their address stuff. I don't know if it's still there or not. And again, this is the entrance to my house, protected by AT&T security systems. Isn't that interesting? Okay, well, and then here's another view of the roof of the porch that overhangs his back door, the front part of the house. And there's their bathroom, I assume, because it's textured. And there's the power lines that come from the front of the house to my house around the back side there. Okay, great. Well, today is not the go inside the house day. This is just the outside to see. Oh yeah, let's go around the other way, see how it looks around the other side. And we have an old air conditioner, didn't work out too good. That's underneath here. I assume it's still under there. Hope it is. Maybe it's not. Whoa! Let's check to see. Yep, it's still there. I see it. I'm going to be fixing that. Well, that's been sitting alongside the house for so long. I'm going to be fixing that. Yeah, that's an old air conditioner there. We have to go through that. Okay, so now, let's go all the way around one more time and look at the back side of the house. All the way around the back. Okay, now here is a nice little trap door or security door in case I ever want to run and hide from all the stupidity in the world. There's my other half. She's working there at the window there. Yeah, she's a little bashful. She's waving. That's a little foam thing. I got that stuff on my handlebars. And I put this little ivy here in the window because I have a love for plants and a love for life and a love for the color green. You know, green's the blood of plants, chlorophyll and hemoglobin have the exact same chemical structure as the hemoglobin that carries oxygen to cells. And we usually keep the curtain closed, you know. We don't really want to see outside. There's nothing much to see out the back way, as you can see. It's not a very exciting view, if you ask me. And the vines that grow on the fence line, I just think they're so beautiful. And then here is the rest of the house over here. Here's my air conditioner unit. I have another one that connects on the inside of the house to Frigidaire. They also make refrigerators, yeah, duh. And over here is the central air unit for the front part of the house. And this is my bathroom. This is where my house ends. Right, you see that see that little ledge right there? You see that little area right there? That corner right there? That's where my place ends, right there. So now you have seen the full length of my house. There it is, from there to there. There's the top. Okay? And then from that corner down, there's the bird's nest. You see that bird's nest? I don't know if you can or not. I hope you can. There's the bird's nest up there. I love the bird's nest. I think it's a great thing. You can see a little bit of that hay there. And then along here, that's the top. Okay, here's where the wire connects from the street. And that's how I get my internet connection, through there. Okay, I believe it comes through there. It actually comes around through there, through the window. That's where my internet comes through. And there's a floodlight there. It doesn't work. But anyway, this is the full length of my place where I live. Does it look big to you? Now, if you live in squalor, like let's say in the Philippines, you might think this is a huge place. But here in America, this is what we call a cracker box. It's tiny as all get out. That's the full size of where I live. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now, that's $550 a month. All utilities paid before we move in. That was the agreement. Sometimes the person that lives up front has a little problem with that. Well, he wasn't informed by the landlord. That's not my fault. So sometimes he does a hint around or ask that maybe it would be nice if I could help pay the electric bill. No way. That's why we lived here. That's what we asked. That's what we hoped for. That's what we prayed for. And that's what we requested from God and from our landlord, that we could have all utilities paid. And that's what the story was when we moved in. These two windows here and all of this section right here to the door are not ours. It's from the door on. From that door on. Everything over here is not ours. Okay? All right? Yes, that's right. It ends right there at the door. Yeah. So this is where we're at. Too bad this isn't part of us, but it's not. Okay? It ends right there along that wall. So now you have seen, and the dogs are playing, and that's sweet. You can watch a little play with the dogs. So 19 minutes and 55 seconds. And now you have seen, let's go one more time and see what it's like to exit the premises. This is the view. Exiting the premises. This is the gate as I'm exiting the premises. As you can see, that's the gate. I got the little lights along the ground, you know, that you find at the grave sites. Yep, and I got, there's another one there. Not that I got them from the grave sites. I got mine where I just found them alongside the road. There's another one. Alright, so you have a little solar panel on top that charges the little AAA battery that's in there. I even tried using the regular batteries, not the rechargeable batteries. That works just fine. 20 minutes and 37 seconds so far. And here's the cans that the neighbor stores up to give to people to recycle. Yeah, you can tell he does do a little alcoholical drinking. And here's the water meter. Yes, the water meter for his house. And here's our circuit breaker box right here. And here's our electrical meter. And here's the downspout from the rain. Why are we not gathering the rain, catching the rain, water? That would be cool. That would be great. Some people do that. Now here in some states it's illegal. That's how crazy this world's become. Again, here's my mailbox. And here's the 3 hedges in the front of the house. 1, 2, 3, actually 4 hedges in the front of the house. And again, here's the steps. And again, here's the Wildcat flag and the American flag in front of our house. So now you can even see where I live. And the address again, where we live, is 3102 Doomsdale rear unit. And see the address? 3102. And see what it says here about we had such a problem with the mailman. Look what it says here. John and Eleanor Snope only. Now why does it say that? Because why? Because we've had a problem with the landlord. And see, they have a love for dogs. They have a little Dalmatian. His little son, he loves Batman. And they're UK fans. See the little UK character? Isn't that cute? Yeah, he says hi. Ha. Say hi, little UK character. Yeah. Okay. And over here, a couple chairs. And these people are smokers, you see. Here's their ashtray. Yeah, isn't that sad? You can smell this. And look, one of their kids left a Minnie Mouse thing going on here. See that? Isn't that nice? Yep. That cartoon came out in the early 1900s, and there's a gas can for the lawnmower. So this is the porch, where I never spend any time, because this is not part of my domain. I only, again, rent in the back. This is the pillars here. This is what it looks like from the top and from the bottom view. Great. I love showing the whole thing. Okay, so now we're going to come back down through here. And here's what the stairs look like from the view as walking out to the street. And here is the front of the house. Again, here's another view of the address and the mailbox slot that we do not use. And here's the front door. The people live in the front part of the house. And there's me recording this beautiful recording, 23 minutes so far. I wanted to give everybody an understanding of where I live and how I live here on planet Earth in Louisville, Kentucky. Since I'm getting ready to become the most famous, most talked about, most noteworthy person on planet Earth, because I am teaching other people, once I know how to do it, to turn on the pineal gland. Now, the pineal gland, that is the gland in the center lower portion of the brain that when it's turned on and utilized properly, turned on full volume, allows and allowed the apostles to raise dead Jesus' name. Here's one of the finest, one of America's finest. The police just went down the road. I'm glad we caught that. That was really fun. That's called a policeman. We have those here in this timeline in 2017. They watch and make sure that people are not violating the laws of this land and the laws of this city, laws of this state, and the laws of this country, because the laws are set up to protect the citizens from themselves, believe it or not. Yes, we are not a society of oneness and responsibility as we should be. Sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes we actually do things on purpose that are stupid. And there's your no trespassing sign. There's all the garbage cans out front for when the garbage man comes. The garbage are like when you open a product and there's an empty container, and the empty container from drinking a product or consuming a product, whether it be a drink or not, that goes in this thing here called a garbage can. See, and you see here on the side, this is the one beautiful thing about Louisville, Jefferson County. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Isn't this amazing, people? City of Louisville Green Initiative promotes the use of recycled products in their garbage containers. This container includes recycled plastic. So I assume they go through the garbage and pull out the plastic and recycle it. And see, here is a garbage can. This is how, these are 300-gallon capacity, understand, garbage cans. Okay, and here's another garbage can. That's what garbage waste looks like in 2017. This is a product that I consume. This is my garbage. Drip Drop. You know why I like Drip Drop? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Drip Drop. Drip Drop. Drip Drop. Developed by a Mayo Clinic trained physician to save lives in the most challenging circumstances. Great tasting Florence delivers 2 to 3 times of the electrolytes, sports drinks, and 25% more than pediatric alternatives. And my stupid doctor thinks, be careful, you drink too many of those, it'll mess you up. Well, who's going to drink that much? I told her if you eat too many bananas, it'll kill you. I understand that. It's common sense. All right, and this is another garbage can that has a little bit of waste in it. Some of that's mine. Right there is an organic Gatorade. Sign of the times that we may be going organic all the way in this nation, because when Gatorade can start making an organic version, I'll tell you what, it's a sign of the times. Maybe they're all going to go organic, because I never thought Gatorade would go organic. That blows my mind, and that's happy. You see the birds? Oh gosh, I wish I had a telephoto lens. They're rolling in firm formation there. That's very, very interesting. Gotta love the birds. There you go. You can see those little dots. See them flying? See them there? Isn't that interesting? Look at that. You got to see the birds. Birds are these creatures that have wings and they fly, kind of like rats with wings. And then here's the last garbage can. Yep. There you go. There's the last garbage can. That's what garbage looks like in the year 2017. And again, here's the sign, Dooms, Nail, and Hazel. And these things here, these are called cars. They have these things called engines in them. They spark plugs that create the electricity goes through here, creates a spark. And the spark combust the gasoline to make the vehicle turn, the engine to turn the wheels forward. That's right. And see this telephone pole here? There's a box on top of the telephone pole. That's called a power transformer. And those are to boost the signal. See, this stupid timeline is not using gold in the wires. So they have these transformers to boost the signal because they want to use gold as a vein adornment instead of using it in an efficient manner as the power lines. Bunch of idiots in this society. I can't help it. That's just the timeline I live under. Now you see here, down the street here, that's called a train track. Most timelines should know about this because trains have been around for quite some time. I understand since before the 1700s we've had trains. And right now the lights are flashing. That's a fellow walking down the street with a backpack. That's a way to carry products on your back instead of carrying them in your hand. Yeah. And again, this is 2017, July the 29th. Yes, 2017 years after Jesus was crucified on the cross. Here comes the car down the road. Okay, there's the car. There's the car. That's what you call a car. You hear this engine? Actually, all you can hear is the tires. That's how well they got these engines put together nowadays. With the muffler, that cuts down the sound. And that's called a cinder block. That's what all the houses are made out of. It's kind of like they pour the cement in a mold, and they add certain things to the powder, and when it turns hard, and they pull it out of the mold, and there you go, cinder block. And that's how a lot of these buildings are made, with cinder blocks and other materials put around the outside of the cinder block. And if you see those little things on top of the roof, those are called shingles. Yeah, roofing shingles. Now, why am I saying these things that you don't need to hear? Huh? Because just in case I do decide to time travel, and I go a timeline that doesn't have any of this kind of stuff, they're going to understand what this stuff is without me having to explain it to it. Explain it to them because I'm already explaining it now. Now, on top of that roof, that's called a satellite dish. Now, back when I was a kid, they didn't have these satellite dishes. What they had was these funny-looking antennas on the roof. I can't show you one of those. Couldn't find one. Oh, there's one. I'll show you what an antenna looks like. Anyway, this is called a satellite dish. That's how they get their TV now. Many, many, many more stations. You see that thing in the front of the dish? That sends a signal to the dish, or receives from the dish and bounces off, or the signal bounces off the dish to the signal receiver and brings it into the house. Interesting way to get your TV reception. Now, it just so happens we getting lucky here today. Yeah, there's a TV series, if you watch it, it's called All in the Family. In the introduction to the TV show All in the Family, you see these funny looking things on the top of the roof of the houses. Now I'm about to show you what these things are, and this is called an antenna. That was called a satellite dish. That's the more modern version of how people get their TV. Okay? But up here on top of the roof of this house, I hope you can see it well. Oh yes, we can see it very well. That's called an antenna. That is the old-fashioned way that people got their TV. And this house here also, next door has the trees are kind of shadowing off. This house here, next door also has, I don't know if you can see it or not, an antenna on the roof. Oh, that's right here, next door to that next door. Okay, there you go. If you can see it or not. And down here, down the street there, right there where the next traffic light is, the next corner, that's 32nd and Doomsdale. They consider this the west end of Louisville, Kentucky. And Louisville, Kentucky is somewhat in the center portion of the United States. Louisville, Kentucky is known for so many things. I'm not going to go into it. Very famous town. 16th largest city in America. And here we have some vandalism that's happened because before we had some photographs here and they were torn down. This is in memory of this person that was dead, that's been gone. And so this has been set up as a memorial to a person that's passed on. Isn't it sad how the memorial has gone to hell? Maybe in here there's a photograph, it looks like a card in remembrance of this person that passed on. And right here, if you see, there used to be a photograph here and a photograph here. Hopefully the people that put the photograph took it down before the vandals did. Mean people. Okay, and I guess you can hear the birds. Here's another view of backyard, all of that wood that's piled up back there. It's amazing. Those piles are so tall. It's amazing. They never fallen over. I've been here since February, my 18th month living here, and still none of them piles of wood that I know of have ever fallen down. And this is a common car called a Mitsubishi MITSUB Outlander. Very common vehicle that people are driving. And as you can see right here, these are called LED lights. These are called LED lights, the newest technology of lighting. Now I'm hoping, you see now, this is what really gets my gander up. 2017, you see that street light right there? Do you see any solar panels? Do you see any wind turbines on top of that street light pole? Do you see any on top of the telephone pole? No. Well, they shouldn't want to, and they're not doing it yet. And maybe one of the reasons is why is that I'm guessing, I'm assuming that street light is probably either a high pressure sodium halogen, that's a grow light bulb. Using grow light bulbs for street light bulbs, one of the stupidest things that human beings are doing at this point in time. Especially since we have a light bulb that's more efficient than what we just converted from, called an indoor incandescent, to the compact fluorescent. Now we're using the LED light bulbs. LED, let me show you what LED is about. Here's LED for you. My hat, LED. Now these are not the micro LED, like a square little tiny LED called a Cobb LED. These are the first generation LED you saw flashing from my street light, from my hat light. Okay, so anyway, that was my hat. It's got a light on it. I turned it upside down and put it to the camera. Now we're gonna walk over here one more time. This tree, and this is the angle that the mailman comes to deliver the mail. Now here's been my problem. Here's been my situation. Now let's put it that way. There's no such thing as problems, only situations. The mailman comes with his mail, he's got it in his hand, and he's delivering the mail. And if he doesn't see that mailbox over there in the corner, he might assume that 3102, and see the address on my mail, and try to put it here. But if he's going up the sidewalk and he looks over here for a moment, he'll say, oh, if it says rear unit on it, maybe I should deliver it over here. Maybe I need a big sign that sticks out that says rear unit. But I don't know. They finally caught on now that I've been here for so long. So there it is, United World for Positive New News, my business entity name, and also my business entity name here on the address label, United World for Positive New News. And of course my name, Mr. Ives Sandal, Ives Aiden Sandal to be truthful. And I put these stickers on here to make it kind of look fun and cutesy. And again, here it is going. Here's the house next door. And here it is again, the house next door. Interesting to see the whole angle of where I live. Here's my sidewalk. There's my feet. And so now you have seen the whole thing as to where I live, how big the place is that I live. There's a car going by. That's one of the racy cars. Hear the engine? That's the kind of sound everybody likes nowadays. Even I like that sound. It's like a NASCAR or something. It's got that kind of hollow sound. It's really nice. Kind of like a hollow, like the sound when you're knocking on a watermelon to see if it's ripe. Okay, now there's the doggy. Doggy's panting a little bit. It's a little warm out here. It's very humid. It's just starting to get a little warmer. Here's an old rocking chair that was here when we moved in. And we're just paying rent here. We don't own the house. And like I said before, and this is called a recycle bin. Hardly anybody ever uses them. As you can see, Louisville Recycles. Recycle bin. Great, great, great. Well, we're done. We're done. This is not a Facebook Live event. This is the recording I've done. Here's the door. We're done. We're done. At 35 minutes and 21 seconds, you now have a view and an understanding as to how I live and where I live. Bye-bye for now.